Welcome to Angel Impact, the official podcast of the Wisconsin River Business Angels. Episode 26, 8 Ways to Join the Angel Investment Network, Part 1. Hello, everyone. My name is Aaron Marks, and welcome to the Angel Impact podcast. Angel Impact is the official podcast of the Wisconsin River Business Angels, and the Wisconsin River Business Angels, otherwise known as the WRBA, is Central Wisconsin's only angel investing group. And I'm here, as per usual, with a couple friends of mine, and they're the leadership team of the WRBA. So we have Jeff Ebel. Jeff is the president. How's it going, Jeff?
It's going great on this beautiful, brisk February morning.
It is a beautiful, brisk February morning in Central Wisconsin. Whenever this gets published and whenever you're listening to it, it's very brisk and cold right now. So, but we are in the warmth of our home offices, recording a podcast on Zoom. So that's a good place to be. And then we have also the chair and as I like to call him, the due diligence mastermind in the WRBA, Leon Ostrowski. How are you, Leon?
Just fine. Thanks, Aaron.
Good. So yeah, as Jeff said, we're coming to you on this brisk February morning to talk about various topics related to angel investing. And today we're talking about ways to get involved. And we just designed a survey that we're pretty excited about to help anyone who's interested in this economic ecosystem that the Wisconsin River Business Angels, has a mission of developing in Central Wisconsin and Wisconsin in general. So the WRBA is always looking to grow its membership, and it's looking to grow. It's looking to add angel investors to the group, and the SEC has a very specific definition of who qualifies for that. And you can go to the WRBA website and you can find this on the internet. But there's a lot of ways to get involved. And Jeff, can you talk about the purpose of the survey that we came up with?
Sure. We have been putting out information on our angel network and the work that Leon and I do in the entrepreneurial circles in Central Wisconsin for a while. And we recruit people that have the same interests, that share our interests. So they can sign up, they can log in, they can sign up to our newsletter and any other information that we have when it comes available. We try to get that out to the community that, again, shares our interests. So one of the things that we added is an opportunity for our listeners, basically, to get involved in creating that culture of entrepreneurship in Central Wisconsin. And you don't have to be an investor to actually have to make a contribution and to make a difference. In addition to the work that I do with Wisconsin River Business Angels, I'm also an instructor for entrepreneurship here, working through the university and through SBDC. I am also one of SCORE's mentors. I do free workshops in the community. And again, with the purpose of bringing this whole entrepreneurial ecosystem, entrepreneurial activities to the community at large. So if you sign up or if you're interested in learning more about what it is that we do have a survey that we ask you to fill out when you join our network. So we're looking for specific skill sets, expertise that people might want to share that can help build that culture of entrepreneurship in Central Wisconsin. So it goes beyond just being able to provide capital for these young companies. We're looking at C-level executives that might work on an interim or even a full-time basis. We're looking for maybe some of the financial institutions in the community that like to focus specifically on startup companies. You may have specific expertise in specific areas, technical expertise that you might want to share. So lots of ways to get involved.
Yeah, and thanks for that summary, Jeff. And if I can just restate a little bit of that in my own words. I didn't want you to go too far into that list, because that's what we're going to do now, is go through that one,
okay.
One by one. So basically what Jeff is saying there is the Wisconsin River Business Angels. It is an angel investing group. It's always looking for individuals who meet the SEC's definition of accredited investor. And again, you can go and look at that and see if you qualify. And then if you do, you can be an angel investor. You can provide your capital and work for high returns with the rest of the group. But what Jeff is also saying now is that it's not just angel investors that make a pursuit like the Wisconsin River Business Angels successful. They need a wide network of people with all sorts of experience and expertise and willingness to contribute that. And so if you go to the website, you can join the mailing list. And then once you join the mailing list, then you will be presented with a survey that includes a number of ways that you can be involved with the angel ecosystem, even if you're not an angel investor yourself. So we're simply going to go through these one by one so that Jeff and Leon can explain what that means, what they're looking for, and how you might be able to get involved. Because it's an exciting and rewarding place to be. The entrepreneurial ecosystem in central Wisconsin, and it's worth getting involved. So.
And Aaron, if I could, just a little backstory. I think it's important to understand that angel investing isn't all just about the money. And Leon and I knew this when we got started. And that's why one of our taglines is creating a culture of entrepreneurship in central Wisconsin. And we desperately want to make sure that our money works in central Wisconsin if our investors are in central Wisconsin. But there's a lot more to it than just that. And we have part of our mission, part of our goal is to build that ecosystem, which is still in its infancy in this part of the state. Mm-hmm. We've seen what the other metropolitan areas like Milwaukee and Madison have done, and we want to kind of do the same thing, offer those same opportunities. But part of that, building that, is to build that network of people that can contribute more than just money to building those opportunities. And the importance of that, again, is that entrepreneurs are problem solvers. And I think we all know that we're confronted with some pretty incredible problems as a society. So that means there's lots of opportunities. And we want to make sure that people are prepared to be able to make a living off of their solutions to some of these problems. And we do that through entrepreneurship.
Yeah, very well said. So yeah, there's a handful of ways that people can become involved with this ecosystem on this survey, and so we're going to go through each one and briefly have Jeff and Leon give their thoughts about what that means and exactly what they're looking for. So yeah, if you look at this survey, you'll see how are you best suited to be involved in angel investing, and it's a select all that apply kind of question, because there's a lot of overlap, and anyone who's been in business and been successful likely has a number of these to contribute, as do the angel investors. So the first one is, are you a possible angel investor? Again, maybe you meet that the SEC's definition of accredited investor. But we talk an awful lot about what that means, so we're not going to dwell on that one here. So the next one, and Jeff or Leon, feel free to jump in and explain a little bit about what you mean by this. You might have industry-specific knowledge to share with entrepreneurs. So can you talk about a little bit about what that means?
Well, let me take a shot at that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our projects fall into a variety of categories. Some are agricultural related, some are medical related, healthcare related, others are IT related, software related, and all of those require a skill set that goes beyond Jeff and my capabilities. We have some of that because we get exposed to a variety of them, but in many of these things, this is leading edge thinking. So we need some of the people out there that have some of that leading edge knowledge, and they can help us assess whether this is something we should consider investing in. If it is, then we'd love to get that investment going here in central Wisconsin, and so they can contribute not only their expertise, but their investment in if they really like that opportunity after we screen it and determine it's worth investing in.
Yeah, thanks, Leon. So basically, Jeff and Leon do have industry expertise, with their respective industries, but angel investing potentially touches on a wide variety of industries, and you can't be an expert in all of them. So, perhaps you're an expert in industries, and you can share and guide that. So the next thing that you might be able to contribute to the Angel Network is to participate in the education and development of beginning entrepreneurs. So what does that mean exactly?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I am involved with presenting an entrepreneurship course here through the continuing ed at the university and SBDC. And we bring in professionals, we bring in people with specific expertise during that course, and give them kind of a firsthand knowledge of what that aspect of business is about. And we're always looking for professionals that have something to contribute, that enjoy, again, being a participant in this entrepreneurial environment, and can offer some of their life's experiences in specific areas to help these young entrepreneurs to be successful. So if you have those skills, if you have a profession, specific expertise that you want to share, that's a good way to do it.
So, this is not about the industry so much, but it's about how do you help a person develop as an entrepreneur? What are the personal traits and the skills and the mindsets that you need to be successful? So maybe you can bring that, maybe you can, bring that experience and, that perspective. So another way that you might be able to be involved in the network is if you represent a financial institution that can work with small businesses or equity investors. And this is not every financial institution that does this. So who wants to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I can see where some of these financial institutions would be one example. They will focus on the young startups. Yep. A lot of them are not geared up to handle that type of clientele. But I think you also have experts in the field of finance, accounting, patent work, maybe just getting your legal entity established, because you will not have a business unless you have a legal entity. If you just want to, do something locally to help your neighbors and they give you something, that's not a business. We want something here that's more than a hobby. We want it to be a business where you can either build it around your needs and your skill set and your family's needs to maybe be a personal private business, but we're looking more for helping these people create a big business which will employ a lot of people. And then we want to help get all the information and knowledge focused on that idea to help them be successful.
Yeah. Anything you want to add to that, Jeff?
Other than no matter what kind of business you get into and no matter how you fund it, chances are you're still going to need a financial institution.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's because you need a place to put the wheelbarrows full of money that you've earned from your enterprise. But I mean, even the basic transactions, you're going to need a financial institution. And as an entrepreneur, you should be very selective about who you work with. You want someone who wants to know you, wants to understand you, what you're trying to do, wants to understand your business, and understands the important part that they can play in building the culture of entrepreneurship in your area, wherever that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you represent a financial institution and this is kind of a space you want to play in, the startups and then working with equity investors, just being part of that, I guess, the continuum of funding, is one of the things we talk about, right?
Exactly.
Then this may be a worthwhile network to become involved in. So another reason you might want to join the network is if you have Thanks for listening to Angel Impact, the official podcast of the Wisconsin River Business Angels. To learn more about the Wisconsin River Business Angels, visit the website at www.midwestwealthventures.com or find us on Facebook.